Hello friends, here is a question for you. You write a fetch call, hit send, and your app breaks. Is the bug in your code, the API, the network, or somewhere in between? Most software engineers cannot answer that with confidence, because they were never taught how their code actually travels across a network. That blind spot shows up everywhere. It slows down debugging, it hurts you in system design interviews, and it makes building distributed systems feel like guesswork. The good news is there is a structured, free way to close that gap, and it has been around since 1997. In this video, we are going to look at Cisco Networking Academy, why it was built, and exactly why software engineers in 2026 should care about it right now. Cisco Networking Academy, NetAcad for short, is a free skills-to-jobs program built and run by Cisco. It launched in 1997 and has since reached over 20 million learners across 190 countries. Think of it as a structured online university for anything that touches how computers talk to each other. The catalog covers computer networking, cybersecurity, Python programming, network automation, and AI fundamentals, all in one place. Everything is self-paced, browser-based, and free to enroll at netacad.com. You do not need a prior networking background to start. The course is built from zero, using simulations, labs, and guided practice, so you learn by doing, not just reading. That accessibility is exactly what makes it powerful for software engineers who want to fill in the network knowledge they never picked up in a typical coding bootcamp or CS degree. So why does this matter specifically to software engineers? There are 3 moments where network knowledge pays off directly. First, debugging. When a fetch call returns a 504 gateway timeout, you need to know whether the problem is DNS resolution, a firewall rule, a load balancer misconfiguration, or something at the TCP layer. Without that mental model, you are guessing. Second, system design interviews. The moment an interviewer asks you to design a globally distributed service, you need to speak fluently about load balancers, latency trade-offs, and packet routing. Network literacy is not a bonus here, it is a baseline. Third, cloud and distributed apps. Every microservice you ship runs on a network. Understanding how packets actually move between containers, regions, and services makes you a dramatically better architect. NetAcad covers all 3 areas, and it is free. Here is where things got very interesting for software engineers in 2026. On February 3, 2026, Cisco retired the DevNet certification brand and replaced it with a new automation track, giving us CCNA Automation, CCNP Automation, and CCIE Automation. These certifications are built for coders who automate networks, covering Python, REST APIs, infrastructure as code, and AI-ready networking. The naming now sits inside the familiar CCNA, CCNP, and CCIE structure, so employers immediately understand the level and rigor. Then, on April 24, 2026, Cisco added 2 new professional-level courses to NetAcad directly, CCNP Enterprise Core Networking and CCNP Enterprise Advanced Routing. That means the learning path inside NetAcad now runs continuously, from absolute beginner all the way through to professional-grade certification, with no gaps and no paywalls to enroll. You can see exactly how serious employers and governments are about NetAcad credentials right now. In June 2026, Cisco and the UK Department for Science, Innovation and Technology, known as DSIT, signed a Memorandum of Understanding running through to 2030. The agreement places Cisco Networking Academy at the center of the UK National AI Upskilling Plan, which targets helping 10 million people gain foundational AI and digital skills by 2030. Cisco has already trained around 600,000 people across the UK and Ireland through NetAcad, with 100,000 completing training in just the past year alone. This is not a corporate press release for show. A government anchoring its national workforce strategy to a specific training program is a clear signal that those credentials carry real weight in the job market. That changes the calculus for any software engineer wondering whether it is worth their time. Alright, here is your action plan. Head to netacad.com and create a free account. Start with either Networking Essentials or CCNA Introduction to Networks. Both are beginner-friendly, structured, and free. They will teach you how packets move, how DNS works, how TCP connections are established, and why that 504 error happened in your last debugging session. Once you have that foundation, stack towards CCNA Automation. That certification proves you can write Python scripts and use APIs to automate and manage networks at scale, exactly the skill set cloud employers are looking for in 2026. The UK government just committed its entire national AI skills push to this platform. Employers recognize the credentials. The path is free and clearly mapped from beginner to professional. The only thing missing is you showing up. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.